Hello, aloha everybody. Welcome to another maritime talk with the Merchant Seaman. Right now, some of you are all in this quarantine we are going through. So I'm going to tell you something. Last video I posted, it kind of got it, kind of didn't. Sorry for the noise. There's construction going on in the neighborhood. As you can see, a lot of us sailors are itching, as they say. Yeah, we're itching to get back to work. We There's a lot of us, and I'm going to tell you real fast. Side note here. Side. Hey, here we go. On the side note is that us who've been doing it for a long time, we we feel the call. We know what it's like to be out there. These are people, sailors who've been doing it about 5 years or more, 10 years or more. It became your lifestyle, your way of life. This is how you make it. This is how you find your purpose in life. You feel there's no other thing left for you on land because life just decided to throw a ball at you, a curve, a slice. Um, the dice didn't roll right. You got snake eyes all the time. You feel you're insignificant. Your job sucks. Um, you feel you're going nowhere. Yet, calling of the sea is there. One tidbit thing here I'm going to show you guys. This is the calling of the sea here. We do. And ain't that a beautiful sight? Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. See how calm and clean that is? Smooth. You can see the storms coming in from miles away. We're at an altitude of about 280 feet above sea level. Okay? Now, that is MSL, mean sea level. If you guys want to know, when somebody talks about elevation, they're going to be saying MSL. That's the mean sea level because you're never on the beach at 0 feet. You're actually about 6 feet, 3 to 6 feet height. The sand moves that much. The water's edge, where the water hits the shore, right there, that is considered zero, mean sea level. Where the water comes to the shore is mean sea level. Below that is your depth. Above that is your altitude. So, getting back. So, we're all in this little bit of lockdown here in this. I know YouTube is going to flag me because I'm saying the deemed word. Can't say quarantine. Well, us on ships, we're used to quarantine, medical quarantine, quarantine anchorage. Those are anchorages where we sit and we're away from every single ship. That is called quarantine. We have to fly a flag too. I think it's Papa or Oscar. It means free partake. It means we have a healthy crew. No injuries, no sickness, no medical conditions, no virus, basically. Nothing that will impede the port authority. Now, let me give you a hindsight here. All crew on all ships around the world is suspended till further notice. My union has what they call a 30-day freeze. No crew rotations. Now, here's the catch. Only local ships, which means if a crew member, like here in Hawaii, gets off in whatever department, a crew member here in Hawaii can pick it up. Same thing in California. That's the only thing. Those are the Jones Act ships. Okay? Non-union companies have their own. Maritime organizations around the world, which also have maritime unions in those different countries, have their own collective bargaining agreements and contracts with the companies of employment on their ships. How do I know about this? Well, one, being a sailor, you find out about a lot of laws that people don't know about. Hence why we have a lot of regulations. Okay, we're probably the most regulated industry in the world. No, no joke. Okay, we have so many conventions, amendments, articles for it. Unbelievable. Okay, now officers in partake have a lot more. You see, every single maritime nation has their own set of what they call port authority. Port authority is governing bodies for each individual country. Like the last ship I was on, not this one, another one, called the motor vessel Richard Winters. It was a general cargo vessel. It was for the Baltic Sea run container ship. It's been modified. So it has what they call mods. It's been mod. Cranes, stanchions, things that make it basically like Naval Architects came on and said, yeah, sure, you can put this on there. Didn't know that's going to affect the stability. Everything you do, take on or take off, affects the stability. You need to write new tables for it. Okay. Now, that follows also into the classification societies. Now, where does the Port Authority come in? Okay, Port Authority is the authority for every port in that country or that maritime state, which is a maritime nation. They call it maritime state. They upholding the rules and regulations for that country. Like, for instance, Poland. If the port authority came on, he or she, that person, has the authority to hold that ship at the dock until whatever no sales or grievances they have is fixed or remedied to their satisfaction. Remember, building a ship is never going to be in code with the regulations. Why? It changes so much. New amendments, new conventions, new added in on previous amendments to conventions. And convention is where all these heads of the IMO meet and come together. The last one was in April, known as the Manila Convention, because the IMO met in Manila, Philippines. They came out with a directive of what they call STCW, Standard Training Certificate of Watchkeeping. Now, every single ship you hop on, you have a log of rest and work hours you have to sign. It is basically more paperwork. Gone are the days where you had unlimited overtime and you can work 18, 20 hours straight. You can't. If you are a watchstander or you working a day worker, you have only up to about, I said about, not exact, about 18 hours of a full work day, however they worked you. Now, there's exclusions to that. And this is how they get around this. They put in there if the vessel, has maneuverability requirements or anything outside the scope, takes precedence over the watch of the rest hours. But you can't. I repeat, you can't go for no more than 24-hour period without at least 6 to 10 hours of straight sleep, which means you can work somebody like a dog. Next day, you can give them about 6 hours of sleep, 6 to 10 hours of sleep. They have to have that in 24-hour period. Now, why is that important? And this is a confusion for everybody out there. Captains and all of us sailors know about this, and we understand that. So I can cut through it, but for the laymen and the ones here on land who don't know, this is a form of accountability on a timesheet log. And it's kind of like your timesheets you have. It is saying that you work these hours and you get this much rest. In the rest, you have to have so much of a block of time where it's uninterrupted sleep. In other words, your off time is your time, but utilize your time. What that means is, it sounds archaic and it's probably like a what is that word? Contradiction. Because it's your time, but yet it's my time, so I should be able to do what I want. Yes and no. One important factor of why this came up, one word: fatigue. Fatigue is the silent killer in any industry, job, profession, anywhere in the world, is fatigue. Lack of sleep, improper rest, unhealthy habits, unhealthy lifestyle. Now, yes, it is a contradiction because I'm a smoker, but here's the thing. I used to smoke a lot before this came in. I'll tell you. Story time now. I used to basically smoke about roughly a carton and a half a week, okay? Let's do the math here, folks. Woo-hoo. Okay, one pack of cigarettes has 20 of these bad boys. One case has 1,000. There is 10 packs. 10 times 20, that's about 300 cigarettes. Okay? Now, you're smoking about roughly 4.5, 5 cartons a month. Okay? Now, break that down. That's a lot of cigarette smoking. And I ain't no chain smoker. I smoke my cigarettes down to the butt. Or the filter. This bad boy. I smoke it all the way down there before I go light up another one. Now, let's get serious here. So, I used to do that. I used to joke about it and say, yeah, I was a smoking champion, world smoking champion. I can name off every single cigarette I used to smoke. Yeah, that sounds great. That's BS. I reject that. I'm what they call a conscientious smoker. If somebody says I don't like you smoking, I won't smoke. I literally police my own butts, my own cigarette butts. Okay, that's for the people on YouTube who want to flag and say I'm saying butt and it's okay. Enough of the feelings. This is definitely going to be kind of non PG, but you know what we say: F your feelings, grow a thick skin. Okay, we don't care on the ship about your feelings. Suck it up, Buttercup. You're on the ship, Sweet Pea. You're on the ship, Sweet Pea. Suck it up, Buttercup. That was an old captain I sail with. He started off as an OS and became a Hosspiper, which means in military terms, Mustang. He worked his way up to captain. He also was, in hindsight here, I'm going off a bit, but he also was a bouncer in a casino in Reno. So the guys definitely knew how to do some things. Sorry, I'm adjusting my AirPods. So let's get back. So with this queue going on right now of this lockdown we're in, everybody's going crazy. First time they're like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" Okay. For us sailors, this is an everyday thing. We're used to where we can't step ashore. You're stuck on the ship for 4 months, 6 months, 8 months. You can't go ashore. In other terms, that's called restricted to the ship. In other words, shore leave. Now, port call is different than shore leave. Port call means you make port. It don't mean you're going to get off. You make a port call. You call to the port. That's not a guarantee you're going to step foot on solid terra firma, the ground. Okay? The ground. This is, for you sailors, you're probably going to get a laugh at this and think it's kind of stupid. Uh, it's for the people who don't understand a little bit of archaic languages, terra firma. Okay? By the way, that's Latin. Um, one saying we have, this is serious now, this is something off to the side, but this is for all you sailors out there. Whoever watches this video, I want to say one thing to you, and one thing only, one saying. Hold fast. You shall be relieved. Hold fast. Don't crack, don't break. Hold fast. Us, like me and everybody who's ashore, we will relieve you. Don't worry. Hold fast. You shall be relieved. That is the truth. That is the ultimate truth right there. We're anxious to get back to sea because it's what we know how to do. As I said, I've been sitting on shore for 2 months now, 2.5. I'm losing money. I like to get back onto a ship, back onto the ocean, back to knowing what I know how to do. Call it stupid, call it whatever you want. But any true sailor who's been doing it for about as long as I have, I've been sailing for 25 years. This is our way of life. This is our life. This is what we're good at. This is who and what we are. So for all of us who want to go relieve the crews on the ship, we know about this situation firsthand, right off the bat. We're taking it in stride. Why? Because of the fact that this is an everyday event. When we get off of a ship, we do this anyways. Because social distancing, we've been doing that since we've been going to sea. Because once you go to sea, your life is changed. Once you touch the sea, your life on land is never the same again. You can't relate to anybody on shore. You just can't. You can't even relate to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, to your buddy, even to your own girlfriend, wives, and kids. You cannot relate to them. They can relate, you can relate to them, but they cannot relate to you because they don't understand the emotional burden and baggage we carry, what we go through. We have to keep this sane. But as the saying goes, we're all here because we're not all there. Who in the right mind nowadays wants to go to sea? I mean, literally, honestly. Certain ships you have, you don't even have Wi Fi. You don't have this. but I'm here right now. You don't even have that. When you're out to sea and you're in the middle of the ocean, your cell phone is a good handy little paperweight. It literally is. It's either an alarm clock or a paperweight. Its function is mute. It means nothing. It's only just an alarm clock and it's just a computer that without the internet or connection, you're SOL. You literally are what they call shit out of luck there, buddy. So for us, we 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 don't need this. We can give this up anytime we want. You know why? Because we're used to it. We do it on the ship anyways. You're in the middle of the dang smack ocean in the blue water I showed you. There is no such thing as internet or cell phone connection. Your cell phone, this cell phone here, hooked up to a cell phone company, I'll tell you this, you have about roughly 15, 25 miles. After that, it starts getting spotty. As soon as you hit 50, your bar antenna goes down to one single line, and the rest, it just even drops off and becomes zero. And you watch that little icon up there say no service. That's reality there for you folks. We have seen it. I have seen on a ship, it was a USNS ship in the Navy, I've seen them literally cry. I mean, they cried because they lost their cell phone service. And we were just about 10 miles off the coast. And they literally panicked. I mean, they freaked the you know what out. And we were going on a mission for 65 days. Control is out of the window. You're monitored. They know what you're doing, what you're saying, and who you're talking to online. That's the only way on and off the ship. Monitor the communication. Now, sorry for that little tussle. That was a pigeon. Gosh, he got scared right off the bat. Hate them damn birds. All of us sailors will tell you we hate scrub patrol. B1RD and GU11s, we hate them. That's industrial bird poop. Stuff will turn a nice, good, beautiful ship white, like the gutter. I mean, white. And oh, by the way, it's very corrosive. Oh, that stuff will. It's industrial bird poo. Shit. I don't know what they eat, but man, that stuff sticks to everything. And you gotta go out and scrub it. Good luck. And leave stains behind. You get the white off, but you don't get it fully off. You need some high potent stuff. So, this is probably going to be a 25-minute video, but I figure I'll just break it down to you all and let you know what's going on. And please leave a comment, no hate, okay? If you say something, I can take a rub, but for the uninformed on here, don't criticize people in the comment section that they don't know, okay? I really don't care about what anyone writes down below. Just hit right down below, hit subscribe, whatever you do. I'm not getting monetized for this. I'll try to give you another video in probably tomorrow. Just starting this channel again. It's giving me something to do when I have time. It's to have me inform you about what's going on in the maritime world of essential workers we are. As I said, be safe, smooth seas, Godspeed to all of you out there. And remember this: the meek inherit the earth, the brave goes to sea. All right. See ya.